Hello my dear students, Namaskara ellarigu. I welcome you all to this wonderful learning platform Physics Vala Kannada Foundation channel. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಫಗಡಿ ಓಂಕಾರ್ ಸರ್. ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ? ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದರ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿರಬೇಕು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಂದ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಿನ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ 4 to 5 months. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 4 ರಿಂದ 5 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಮೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಸಾರಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಮೇನ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು 1 year ಮುಂಚೆಯಿಂದಾನೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9th. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9th ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್. ಇವಾಗಿನ ತನಕ ನಾವು 5 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ 6th ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಟುಡೇ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒನ್ ಶಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಇವಾಗ ಒನ್ ಶಾಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, one topic anna, if you have an analysis of complete one hour or 1 hour 20 minutes video alli nimge enare ee topic ಬಗ್ಗೆ analysis idre, or you know that okay ee topic alli nange idanne ಓದಬೇಕು, this is the important thing in this topic. Fine, these are the important questions. ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 10th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ನೀವು 1 hour to 1 hour 20 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನೋಡಿ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಬಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಯು ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡ್ಸ್, ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಟು ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾರೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ PW ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ PW ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಡ್ಸ್ ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅದು ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ DPP. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? DPP ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇವಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡೈಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್. ಫೈನ್, ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಯೋರ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ದ practice questions, clear? And also students, if you need what practice questions jothe, if you need what notes also, clear? So ee eradu anna notes along with practice questions bekandre what you have to do students, play store inda you have to download the PW app. Okay, idu exploring the batch ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. From the Play Store, you need to download this app. Clear? PW app over here. Once you download ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು and you have to do the registration process. ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೋಟ್ ಸಿಗೋದು ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ದು. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ in your practice questions students, the important things that will be covered is your important questions. Previous ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮದು ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನವರು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವಾಟ್, ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸರ್ಚ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೈಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಕನ್ನಡ 2.0 ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೈಪ್ ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಕನ್ನಡ 2.0. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯುಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ಸ್, ಯಾವಾಗಿನ ತನಕ ಯಾವಾಗ ತನಕ ಇದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್, ಫೈನ್, ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯುಲ್ ಗೆಟ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆನ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್, ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, DPP ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಯುಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ರುಪೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾರಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದು? ಫೈನ್. ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್. Basics, term and definition, lines and angles topic we are going to start today. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್, ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ lines parallel to the same lines. So these are the things we are going to study. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜೀಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಫೈನ್. So we are going to start with the topic that is nothing but what? Some basic concepts. Okay. Some basic concepts. Yes. Sorry. Clear? Spelling salpa wrong agide. Yeah, now it is correct. So yes, we are going to start with what? Some basic concepts. Idan you already previous class al kaltirtira, like the arms. Okay, arms enu? What is the meaning of definition of arms over here? Yes, recall ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಏನಂತ ಕಲಿತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 8. ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಂಗಲ್. ಫೈನ್. The rays making, okay, the rays making okay, the rays making clear, the rays making an angle are called arms. Okay, are called as arms over here. Fine. Any rays are there which makes an angle, it is called as what, students? Arms over here. For example, idanna nodi, we can take like this. Hauda? Fine. And then we can take like this. Yard ray idena idu. Fine. This is one ray, this is another ray over here. Correct? Is it clear for you people? Fine. Idu one ray aitu. Fine. This is a ray over here. We can tell this as, this is O. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ O, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ A and this is B. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ O A ರೇ. ರೇ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ರೇ ಇಸ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಈ ರೀತಿ ರೇ ಅನ್ನ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ and this is OB which is represented as like this, OA and OB. Now they are telling that the ray is making an angle. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಎರಡು ರೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಆಂಗಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಆಂಗಲ್ OAB ಈ ರೀತಿ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಾಲಜೀಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ದ ರೇ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್, ಟೂ ರೇಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಆಂಗಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಎಸ್. ಅರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮಿನಿಟ್. Yes, when we talk about vertex, students, over here, vertex, so the end points, fine, the end points, just a minute. Okay, yes, the end points, of a, fine, or whatever the endpoints of the arms, fine, the endpoints of the arms are called vertex. Okay, the endpoints of the arms are called vertex. Clear? Did you people understand this? Whatever the endpoints of the arms are there, they are called as nothing but what, students, over here? They will be called as vertex. Clear? Illi nodi. Fine. This whatever point is there over here, O, idenide, ಎರಡು arm ಇದೆ, ಎರಡು armದು, this is the end point. So this is called as what? Vertex over here. ಹೌದಾ? Did you people understand this? So these are the some basic concepts. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ next if we go to the basic terms and definitions over here. So in basic terms and definitions, we have to see What is an acute angle? Correct. Acute angle andre enu? Fine. If the angle is in between 0 degrees to 90 degrees. Correct. Angle yaudu angle if it is measuring in between 0 degrees to 90 degrees is called as what, students? Acute angle. Ee riti. Correct. This is 0 degree, this is 90 degree. Fine. Now if we take any angle over here, okay, we can take any angle over here, anywhere we can take. For example, this angle, fine. Yes, this angle. So all these angles, whatever they are there, they will make some angles over here. Fine. Clear ada? Notary, all these angles will be nothing but what? All these angles will be less than what? 90 degrees. This is a 0 degree, this is a 90 degree. So this will be called as what? Acute angles. Compass tagondu try ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Compass tagondu if I explain to you people. Yes. Yes, discipline tools, maths nag hogi. If I choose your protractor over here, you'll note. Observe this, students, over here. Okay. So yes, this is a 90 degree. First idni ee kade karkondu barona. Fine. Now if you see this, clear, you'll note. Yavdu angle 4 degree, 5 degree, 6 degree, 7 degree, 8 degree, 9 degree, so on up till 99 degrees over here will be called as what? Your acute angle. Clear? Done. Now any angle, if an angle is between, clear, if an angle is in between 90 degrees to 180 degrees, okay, if the angle is in between 90 degrees to 180 degrees, then such a angle we call it as nothing but what? Obtuse angle. For example, ee riti, fine, any angle which is there, okay, any angle which is there over here like this, ಇದಕ್ಕೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗತ್ತದ, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. Fine. Yes. So any angle which is there like this over here, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವುದು angle ಇದ್ರೂ, so it will act as nothing but what over here? It will be nothing but what? Nodri, measure ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. If you measure it over here, I'll take this protractor this side first. Fine. Yes. This is fixed. Now here if you see, okay, ulta rotate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. So understood? Nodri, ಈ ರೀತಿ the angle will be greater than what? 90 degrees, or this if you see like this. Done? Clear ada? So these two concepts are clear for you people. What is an obtuse angle, what is an acute angle anta heli? Clear alla? Now next, if we see the right angle over here, right angle, if the angle is exactly 90 degrees, if the angle is exactly 90 degrees, then such a angle we call it as what? Right angle. Straight angle andre ena? Straight angle means this angle over here. Okay. So if we consider this angle, that is complete starting from here to here, this is your actually 180 degrees, and it is also called as your straight angle. Clear? Right angle andra 90 degrees, straight angle is what? 180 degrees. And the last one is reflex angle. Reflex angle is just the opposite measurement, students. Clear? Yavdu angle now measure ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರ, how do we measure? Actually we measure like this. This is the angle, but reflex angle will be nothing but what? Fine. If we measure it like this, this angle will be called as what? Reflex angle. Clear? Did you people understand what is a straight angle, reflex angle, right angle, obtuse angle and acute angle? So these are the basic terms and definitions. Now next, when we move to basic terms and definition, Next again we have nothing but what? Complementary angle over here. Two angles whose sum is 90 degree. Fine, if we take two angles whose sum is 90 degree, sum should be 90 degree over here, students. Then such an angle we say it as what? Complementary angle over here. Clear? So from here, students, we have nothing but what? If we take this, clear? This one angle tagota idini. Fine. I am taking this as one of the angle over here. Nodri. I'll take this as the one of the angle, which is my 40 degrees. Clear? And another angle I'll take from here to here. Correct? Which is nothing but what? 50 degrees. 50 degrees. Clear? Fine. So O, A, B. Clear? And this is C. So if we see angle AOB plus angle BOC. Angle AOB plus angle BOC is equals to 90 degree. So this both the angles whatever are there, students, they will be called as what? Complementary angles. Clear? Complementary angles. Any confusion illi mata? Do you people have any confusion? Clear? If two angles if we take, atra sum 90 degree bantandra, we say that both the angles are complementary angles. Sorry, yes, complementary angles. Next one we have is what? Supplementary angles. Correct? Supplementary angles. Two angles whose sum is 180 degree is called what? Here ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ mistake ಆಗೈತಿ. Yes. ಇದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಫೈನ್. ಎಸ್, ಎಸ್. ಟೂ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಹೂಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಸ್ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಫೈನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಇದೆ. And there is another angle over here which is like this. Clear? So suppose this is a 30 degrees. Fine. This is O, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Clear? Yes, we have O, A, B and C over here. Okay, board kuda nodri nim tara mock madatada nange. Yes or no? Alle holle ille alle hog barathada. Fine. Yes. So this is 30 degree and this is 150 degree if I take. Now if you see the sum, angle AOC plus angle BOC, sorry AOB barbeku, angle AOB plus angle BOC is equals to 180 degrees. Howda? Why? Because the reason is what? This is 30 degree plus this is 150 degree. Clear? Yes or no? So ilinda ee ಎರಡು angles ನಾನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದಾ? These two angles I can tell it as supplementary angles. Clear, students? These two angles are said to be what? Supplementary angles over here. Clear, eyes to? Fine. Let us move on to next now. Again we have adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent. Nodri, two angles, adjacent angle definition ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್. adjacent angle ಏನದ, ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಏನದ, ಅವಾಗ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ adjacent angles, students? Two angles, okay, two angles whatever are there are adjacent if they have a common vertex, are adjacent if they have a common vertex, a common arm, and their non-common arm are on different sides of the common arm. Definition ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ, ತಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗಿಂದ ಹೋತ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಹೌದನಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಅ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್, ನಾವು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಏನನ್ನತ್ತಾರ? adjacent angles are nothing but what? Two angles are adjacent. ಎರಡು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು adjacent ಕರಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರ if they have a common vertex. vertex ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ? arm, whatever the arms are there, they should have a common vertex, a common arm, and their non-common arms are on the either side. Fine. Means what now? Observe ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Fine. So if I take this, Clear? If I take this and if I take another arm over sorry, another arm over here, ee riti tagoboda? Yes. Now from here students, this is the vertex over here. This is, we call it as OAB. Clear? And there can be another angle over here which is like this, suppose ee riti, which is nothing but what? We can take C over here. Now if you understand, whatever these two angles are there over here are called as what? Adjacent angles. Because reason note, fine, they are telling that two angles are adjacent if they have a common vertex. ಮೂರದಕ್ಕೂ common vertex ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ angle that is COB or BOC, angle BOC and angle AOB. vertex ಏನು ಬಂತ ಎರಡದಕ್ಕೂ? ಓನ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, both have O only as the vertex, right, over here, correct? So next they are telling that a common arm ಯಾವ್ದದ? Whatever this B is there, B ಏನದ? Yes, if I increase the weight, yes, B is the what? Common vertex over here, and the other whatever non-common arcs are there, they lie on the either side. OC is the arc over here. ಏನಾಗತ್ತದ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್? ಹ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗೈತೇನು? Yes or no? Okay, so one common arc, yes, one common arc will lie over here and the other whatever arc is there, it is lying over here, correct? Did you people understand this? Fine. So such angles are said to be what? Adjacent angles. Clear? Did you people understand this? Adjacent angles or alternate angles kuda antivide. Fine. Next we have vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles bekandra, let AB ಈ ರೀತಿ represent ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ? These are non-terminating lines, correct? Let AB and CD be two intersecting lines. Okay, ಎರಡು intersecting lines ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು. That is nothing but what, students? Okay, this is one line over here, that is nothing but what? AB, correct? Innone line ada like this, which is CD, correct? Okay, this is AB and this is CD. Now when we talk about this like this, correct, ee riti ನಾವು ಏನಾರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, this both the angles are called as what? Vertically opposite angles. ಇದನ್ನ vertex O ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So these two angles, angle BOC and angle, correct, AOC, sorry, BOD ಇರಬೇಕಾ? Yes, angle BOD and angle AOC are vertically opposite angles. Clear? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಎರಡು angles ಏನದಾವಲ್ಲ, these two angles over here, that is fine, AOD and BOC are also vertically opposite angles. Clear ಆತ್ students? All this basics, is it clear for you people? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಏನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? Fine. Yes. Now next we have intersecting and non-intersecting lines over here. Okay, mostly ಇತ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಏನಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದಾ? Yes. So next we have intersecting and non-intersecting lines over here. So what is intersecting and non-intersecting lines? Understand this. Fine. Two lines. Fine. First we will give the definition for what? Intersecting lines. Okay. Intersecting lines. Fine. Yes. Two lines. Understand the definition. Two lines AB and CD are said to be intersecting at a common point O. If they bisect at O, correct? If they bisect or if they intersect at O. Okay, fine. Andre ina two lines are there again. This is one line we can take. Fine. Innೊಂದು line ada. Yes. Another line we have, students, like this. Correct? ಎರಡು intersecting line. Yes or no? The reason is why, because if you understand, students, both the lines are intersecting. This is suppose your AB line over here, and this is your suppose CD line. Both the lines are intersecting where? At a common point O. Howda? Two lines are there. One is AB and another one is CD, and both the lines they are intersecting at one common point. Then such lines are said to be what? Intersecting lines, my dear students. Done, Ada? Next, after that we have non-intersecting lines. Non-intersecting lines. Okay, non-intersecting lines. Yes. So what definition do we have? Two lines. Fine. Definition artha ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Two lines AB and CD are non-intersecting if they do not have any common point, of meet. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಒಂದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಅದ ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಲೈನ್ ತಗೋಬೋದಾ? ಎಸ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್? ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಯರ್ ಎ ಬಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎರಡು ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮೀಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ದ ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ correct? Yes. So over here CD. So both the lines, if you see, they do not have any common point of intersection. So such lines are called as what? We also call them as what? Parallel lines. Okay, parallel lines kuda kariteve. That is nothing but what? Your whatever AB is there is parallel to CD. Howda? Understood, students, the difference between intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines? Two lines, if they meet at a common point, correct? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಮೀಟ್ ಆದವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನತ್ತೀವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಫೈನ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಮ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ದು ಹೋಮ್ ಅದ. ಫೈನ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಸೈಡ ಫೈನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಶ್ ಮನಿ ಅದ. ಕ್ರಶ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾತೇನಿಲ್ಲ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಈ ಕ್ರಶ್. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಹಾಂ, ಯಾಕೆ ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರಿ? ಫೈನ್. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಹೋಮ್, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೋಮ್ ಅದ. ಫೈನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ರಶ್ ಹೋಮ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದದ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? This is your school over here, school. Fine. And here suppose you have ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಶ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅದ. ಇಬ್ಬರು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನಾಗ ಕಲಿಯತ್ತೀರಿ. ಎಸ್ ಆನ್? ಫೈನ್. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್. ಆರ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, ಏನಾರೆ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಜೆಂಡರ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಇದು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗತ್ತದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ರಶ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತಾಳ. and if you meet at a common point over here, okay, one pointing meet ಆಗಿರಿ ನೀವು, ಅವರ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತಾರ, ಸಾರಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತಾರ, ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಹೋಗೋದ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ರೋಡಿಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೋಡಿಗೆ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆತಂದ್ರೆ such lines we call it as what, students? Such lines we call it as what? Parallel line, sorry, intersecting lines, or intersect agatir one path ಈಗ, ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? So we call it as what? Intersecting lines, or point of intersection ಕೂಡ ಅಂತೇವೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ, ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಫೈನ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಇದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನಾಗ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನಾಗ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡತ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಸ್ ಆನ್? ಫೈನ್. ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್, ಫೈನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಹೋಮ್. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಹೋಮ್, ಸಾರಿ, ಹೋಮಿಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೇರ್? ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಯಾವುದು ಕಾಮನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Between these two lines there is no common point of intersection, then such lines are called as what? Non-intersecting, or also we call it as what? Or also we call it as what? Parallel lines. Fine. Did you people understand this? Clear ada? Zero confusion? Fine. Next we go na. Yes. Now look at this. Pair of angles. Clear? So what all are the pair of angles over here? Ivagin tanka ನೀವು ಏನೇನು angles ಅನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತ್ರಿ? What all angles did you do the revision, my dear students? Fast ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ನನಗೆ? Yes. Recall ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ whatever you have studied now till now. Clear? So yes, if we see what all the angles are there over here, pair of angles naga we have. Fine. Just a minute, students. One ನಿಮಿಷ. Yes, complementary angles. If we see, we can see complementary angles. Clear? And then we have complementary angles admele vertically opposite angles or supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Fine. Again we can check for what? Nimdu adjacent angles, and vertically opposite angles. Okay, vertically opposite angles. Clear ada? Vertically opposite angles. So what you will do, students, over here, itrag ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, fine, in this you are taking two angles, okay, to measure, fine, or to compare. Fine. Why we are calling it as pair of angles is to define a particular angle. Okay, to define a particular angle we need two angles. Okay, we need two angles. Okay, complementary define ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬೇಕಾ, supplementary ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬೇಕಾ. Here sum of two angles 90 degree, sum of two angles 180 degree. Adjacent ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಒಂದ ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾ, ನಾನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್, ಐದರ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆರ್ಮ್. ಆ ರೀತಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲಿ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ we need what? Minimum two quantities. Minimum ಅಲ್ಲ, exactly two quantities. So to define a particular angle we need two angles, hence it is called pair of angles. Okay, pair of angles. Clear nimge? Enu doubt illi? Do you have any doubt over here? To define a particular quantity we need two angles, hence it is called as what? Pair of angles over here. Enu confusion illala? Zero confusion. Let us move on to next, students, over here. Axiom 6.0. Fine. 6.1 nodri, axiom ಏನಂತದ, simple ada. If a ray stands on a line, okay, it is very simple, students. If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? Simple ada. Fine. This is the ray over here we have. Okay, we have this. Clear? And there is a ray standing on this. ಹೌದಾ? ಈ ray ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ನಾವು. There is a straight line they are telling. If a ray stands on a line, fine. If a ray stands on a line, the sum of adjacent angles so formed. ಇದು ಒಂದು adjacent. Okay, we can take this as O over here. ನಾಮಕರಣ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Yes. So this is your O over here. This is A. This is B. And this is C over here. Correct? Now this angle they are telling, if a line is there, if a ray stands on it, then the sum of two adjacent angles, fine, that is angle angle AOB plus angle BOC. Howda? One is this angle over here and another angle is this. Fine. So the sum of these two angles will be 180 degrees. Sum of both these angles will be how much? Angle AOB plus angle AOC is equals to 180. AOB plus BOC is equals to 180 degrees. This is what? Axiom 6.1. Itra opposite ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, if a ray is there standing on the straight line or the whatever the adjacent angles formed are there, then there will be 180 degree ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ ಅವರು. So if the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degree, then the ray stands on this straight line anta helboda. That is the opposite part of this. Clear? Illi nodri. Fine. So axiom 6.2 is what? Over here, converse of axiom 6.1. Clear? Converse of axiom 6.1. Fine. So it says that if the sum of two adjacent angles, whatever is there, fine. If the sum of two adjacent angles, students, is 180 degree, fine. If the sum of yes, fine. If the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree, here adjacent angles 180 degree idra, then the non-common arm of the angle forms a line. Okay, then the non-common arm forms a line. Ada understood? Here adjacent angles 180 degree ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ non-common arm one line ಇರಬೇಕಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಾತಾರ ಇದ್ರಾಗ. Do you people have any confusion till here? Fine. ಎರಡು ನಡು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Fine. Clear ಅದ? So if I give you a problem now, okay, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ. ಎಸ್, solve for x in the following. This is 105 degree, students, and this is x question mark. Big nimga. Okay, this is O, this is A, this is B, and this is C. Yes, can you try, students, over here? Axiom apply ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ try ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ? Can you just see how you will apply the axiom over here? Fine. Yes, so if you observe over here, whatever your angle AOC is there, angle AOB plus angle BOC is equals to what do we have? 180 degrees. Clear? Now when we talk about angle AOC, it is x, and angle BOC is what? 105 degrees, which is equals to 180 degrees. Clear? So x will be equals to what? 180 minus 105. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದ? 180 minus 105 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 75 degrees over here. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದ? 75 degrees. So ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು ನಮ್ಗೆ. Now why did I use this? I know that if a ray is there standing on a straight line, then the adjacent angle sum is what? 180 degrees. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 180 degrees ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಾನು by axiom 1. Clear? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ ಮುಂದೆ, you should be able to apply. Correct? So yes, now this is the important note. Axiom 6.1 and 6.2 together are called as what? Linear pair axiom, or also new problems ನಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ LPA ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಾ? LPA means what students over here? Linear pair axioms. Okay, linear pair axioms. Fine, clear ada? Any confusion? The meaning of LPA is nothing but what? Linear pair axioms over here. Now look at this. Fine, theorem says that if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Correct ada? They're telling that if two lines are there intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are what? Equal over here. Clear? So this is a theorem 6.1 students, theorem 6.1. Fine, important theorem ada, proof keltara. Okay, they asked this for the proof, so you should be ready with it. Okay, proof of this theorem is important. Proof of the theorem is important for 5 marks. Clear? 5 marks is important ada. Okay, ಈಗಿನ ತನಕ ನಾವು ಏನೇನು ಕಲ್ತೀವಿ, all that things we need to apply over here students. Fine? Okay, fine. So ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 1 minute time I will give to understand how you are going to prove this. Okay, so proof ನೋಡ್ರಿ, proof. First of all, proof naga we need to what? One diagram ಇರಬೇಕಾ, ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? So let AB and CD be two lines intersecting, at a point O, clear? At a point O. Fine, so ಅದೇ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Yes, clear? Two lines we have. This is a suppose AB line. Fine, AB, and this is another line we have CD intersecting at a common point where O over here. Correct? So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾ? We need to prove that this angle is equals to this angle. If two lines intersect at a point each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Andre we need to show what? This is equals to this, and also your this angle is equals to this angle. Clear ada? So to prove, I am writing it down over here. To prove, yes, to prove angle AOB or angle AOD is equals to angle BOC, and angle AOC is equals to angle BOD. ಹೌದಾ? Yes. Now think ಮಾಡಿ, what conditions you will apply? Correct? Because ನೋಡ್ರಿ, if you consider this as AB, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? 180 degree ಆಗ್ತದೆ. But this angle and this angle will be what? Adjacent angles over here. ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? Correct? Think ಮಾಡಿ, ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಈಗ. Just try to prove students over here. I have given you hint. 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Within 1 minute you should be doing it. Yes, do it students fast. Done ada? Okay, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Fine. So proof, I am starting with the solution over here. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ whatever ray OA is there, ray OA fine, ray OA, whatever is there, stands on line, yes, CD. Clear? Line CD. How the OA stands on the line what? CD over here, students. OA stands on CD. Then by the theorem, whatever is there, or by the axiom, we can tell that angle, fine, AOC plus angle AOD is equals to 180 degrees. Here about the angle AOC plus angle AOD is equals to what? 180 degrees by the axiom. Clear? Also what we have, students, over here, ee riti tagondre angle or also OB ray stands on, correct, stands on line CD. Okay, so what do we have over here, students? Illinda kuda ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು, angle BOC, okay, plus angle your, okay, ಈ ರೀತಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫೈನ್, ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಈಗ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ OAD is there, or I can tell that whatever also OD, ray OD stands on line BC over here. correct ಹೌದಾ? correct. so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದ್ರಿ ಈಗ? angle AOD plus angle, yes, AOD plus angle BOD is equals to 180 degrees. Clear? Did you people understand this? Fine. Now if you observe this, correct, if you observe this over here, students, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ rearrange ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ? Fine. How can I rearrange over here? Angle whatever AOC is there, angle AOC is 180 degrees minus angle AOD anta bariboda. Correct? Can I write it down like this, students? Yes or no? Fine. Also, fine, from here I can tell that angle AOD, angle BOD is equals to 180 degrees minus angle AOD. Correct? So idu equation 1 anta tagoli and take this as equation 2. So equation 1 and 2, the right hand side same adava, left hand side same irbeka. So from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, okay, from 1 and 2, what we have over here, your angle AOD is equals to, angle AOC is equals to angle BOD. So nodri, ida prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತ? yes or no? AOC is equals to BOD. Similarly I can tell that, fine, ಬರಿಬೇಕಂತ ನೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಷ್ಟ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. Similarly we have angle AOD, okay, ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಈ ರೇ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ you will get the other result. Angle AOD is equals to angle BOC. So both the results I have done over here. Clear ada? Confusion ಏನು? 0% confusion ಅಲ್ಲ. So this is the proof of this theorem for 5 marks. ಇಷ್ಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 5 marks ಸಿಗ್ತದ. Done. Next we have this example, students. ಒಂದು ಎರಡು examples, 3 examples ಅದಾವ. Okay, clear? And then from there we can move on to what? Your lines parallel to the same line. Clear? ಅದು last concept ಅದ. Yes, chalo ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, try to do it, this problem. They are telling that in this figure 6.9, lines PQ and RS intersect each other. Okay, fine. So they are telling that whatever two lines are there, PQ and RS intersect each other. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ. Angle POR is to angle ROQ is 5:7. We need to find all the other angles over here. Clear? So ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ? Can we tell over here your angle POR plus angle, correct, POR andre ಯಾವ್ದು angle? This angle POR, I think it is not visible, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Fine. So angle POR, fine, plus angle QRO or ROQ, fine, angle ROQ is equals to 180 degrees, correct? Angle POR plus angle ROQ is equals to 118 degrees. This is nothing but what? By linear pair of angles. ಹೌದಾ? Axiom just ಇವಾಗ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. Also they have given that angle POR is to angle ROQ is equals to 5:7. Correct? So angle POR in ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. Can I tell that whatever your angle POR is there, total sum 180 degree ada, but it is nothing but what? 5/12 parts of 180 degrees. ಹೌದಾ? Because they are telling that ಈ ಎರಡು angles ಈ ratio ಅಲ್ಲಿ divide ಆಗಿದಾವ. So angle POR is to angle ROQ is 5:7. Total ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವ? 5 plus 7 is 12. So 5/12 parts of 180 degrees. Correct? So if you solve this, fine. So cancel ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. 2s and 6 2s are 6 30s, 2 1s are 2 15s, so 15 5s is what? 75 degrees. So this is our angle POR. Correct? So angle POR is vertically opposite to what? POR is vertically opposite to angle SOQ. So this is angle SOQ. ಎರಡು angles ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. Now the other half we need to solve. Correct? As simple as that. Fine. So angle ROQ is nothing but what? 7/12 parts of 180 degrees. Clear? So again this will be nothing but what? 12 2s are, correct? 2s are 15s are, sorry 15s are 30s are ಹೋಗ್ತದ. Fine. 30s are and 2 1s are 2 15s are. So 15 into 7, 15 into 7 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 105 degrees ಬಂತ. So therefore angle ROQ is equals to angle ROQ the vertically opposite ಏನದ? POS is equals to 105 degrees. Clear ಅದ? Did you people understand this? Simple ಅಲ್ಲ? Okay? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ. Next example we have over here, they are telling that whatever the ray OS is there, it stands on the line POQ. Fine. Try ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. In this figure, ray OS whatever is there, it stands on the line POQ. Fine. So if you would try to understand this diagram over here, they are telling that whatever ray OS is there stands on the line POQ. Correct? ಏನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Fine. First complete diagram ಅನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. Okay? Next they are telling that ray OR and OT. Okay? Ray OR and OT. This is a ray OR over here. Fine. I hope it is visible, students. Ray OR and another one is ray OT over here. Okay? Ray OT. Fine. Are angle bisector of POS. Fine. POS angle ಎಲ್ಲದ ಈಗ ಹುಡುಕ್ಯಾಡ್ರಿ ಅದನ್ನ. They are telling that ray OR is there. Ray OR is angle bisector of what? POS. POS andra POS. This angle bisector andre ena equal angles nag bisect ಮಾಡ್ತದ. And here also they are telling, see it is bisecting in equal angles. And OT is the angle bisector of what? SOQ andre ಇದನ್ನ. Fine. ಇದು 45 ಇದ್ರೆ ಇದು 45, ಇದು 90 ಇದ್ರೆ ಇದು 90, ಆ ರೀತಿ. Fine. If POS is X, they are telling that further, if POS is X ಅಂದ್ರೆ X ಎಲ್ಲದ POS. Fine. This complete angle is X. Fine. If this complete angle is X, my dear students, they are asking that, okay, E complete angle. Fine. E complete angle ಏನದ? X ಅದ. Now since this complete angle is X and this is the bisector, fine. So ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು? By the diagram only we can tell that this is how much? X/2 over here and ಇದು ಕೂಡ X/2 ಬರ್ತದ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇದು X/2 because this is the angle bisector over here. Fine. And next they are telling that and angle ROT ಅಂದ್ರೆ this angle. Clear? Yes. So try ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Fine. One hint already ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು, X/2 ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Fine. Yes. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ angle POS is equals to X and OR, your ray OR is perpendicular bisector of angle POS. Fine, angle POS, this is given. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದನ್ನ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾರ ಅವರ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ROS ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ROS, ROT ಬೇಕಾ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ROS is equals to x/2. ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1 ಅಂತ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಿರಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದ? Also, can we start with this now? Since whatever your OS is there, ray OS stands on, whatever your OS is there, it stands on PQ anta helboda, PQ line. Fine. So by PLA, correct? PLA and LPA ಏನೈತ್ರಿ ಅದ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅದು. ಎಸ್, ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಪೇರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಮ್, LPA. What we can tell, angle POS plus angle SOQ is equals to 180 degrees ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? But angle POS ಏನದ? POS is nothing but what? X they have given, plus angle SOQ we don't know, 180 degrees. So angle SOQ will be nothing but what? Angle SOQ will be 180 degree minus X. Clear? Name this as equation 2. Done ada? Clear? Do you people have any confusion over here? Yes. Now next if we see, okay, ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇಂದನ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿಸ್ OS ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ OT ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ray OT is perpendicular bisector. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಅದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. perpendicular bisector of angle SOQ angle. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ನಾ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ SOT ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, ROT ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ROT ಇಲ್ಲದ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ SOT ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ is equals to half of angle SOQ. Clear ada? So which is nothing but what, students, over here? It is half of SOQ. Another SOQ is what? 180 minus X, which is nothing but 180 by 2 is 90 minus X by 2 over here. Done ada? Clear? Now if you observe, whatever your angle ROT is there, it is nothing but what? Fine. Finally I'll solve ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ the last step. Yes, you can name this as equation 3. Angle ROS or ROT find ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು. It is nothing but angle ROS plus angle SOT. ROS ಏನದ? What is ROS, students? We know that it is x by 2. And what is angle SOT? 90 minus x by 2. So this 2 will get cancelled. We'll get nothing but what? 90 degrees over here. 90 degrees. Clear? Done ada? Fine. So that is what we had to find. Easy problem alla? Correct? Eradu problems ಎಷ್ಟು easy ಇದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Did you people understand? So next, whatever this example is there, you have to do it as a homework. Clear? Homework practice problem anna ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Clear? You are going to do it as a homework practice problem. Done? Clear? Any doubt ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ? Do you people have a single doubt also? Illala? Very nice. Now next, lines parallel to the same line. Clear? So Euclid's naga in Euclid students, you had learnt about a axiom, correct? Axiom bagay and postulates. Clear? Axioms are what? They are throughout the mathematics, correct? Postulates, yes. Axioms are they are throughout the mathematics. Postulates andre only to geometry. Fine. Now this whatever is there, they are telling that lines parallel to the same line. Okay. So if we take two lines, fine. So they are telling that, understand this students over here. Next theorem kuda adna heltada. Fine. So if two lines are there, if or else I can tell in statement form, if L1, L2 and L3 are three lines such that your L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L3. So can I tell L1, so this implies, can I tell L1 is parallel to L3 students? ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ಈ ರೀತಿ? ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. We are telling that two lines are there. This is one line which is L1, correct? Another line is there which is L2 over here. So ee erdu lines parallel adava because there is no common point of interaction. Fine. Intersection, sorry. L2 is parallel to another line L3 over here. Clear? Mooru line bere bere color tagondre nim correct artha agtade. Yes or no? Yes. So this is your L3 over here. L2 is parallel to what? L3. So automatically, can I tell your L1 is parallel to L3 over here? 100% ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? Fine. So this is what? Lines parallel to same lines are always parallel. One line parallel ada, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು line parallel ada, then both these lines are parallel. ಇದು infinite lines ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. L4, L5, L6 all will be parallel. Done? Yes. Now next we have this theorem only. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. So they might ask you to state this for 1 marks. Fine. State question ee riti bartad nodri. Question: state parallel line theorem. State parallel line theorem. Okay. You need to state parallel line theorem, and the maximum marks for this will be how much, friends? 1 marks. Okay. Ee riti questioning barboda. Fine. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Fine. Ishta baridi sak. Next we have this example over here. Fine. Example nodri. Fine. Standard example ada. Again you have to practice this. Fine. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅದ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಫೈನ್. ಆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಅ transversal intersect two lines each other such that, okay, if a transversal, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋರಿ, if a transversal is there intersect two lines such that the bisector of pair of corresponding angles are parallel, then prove that two lines are parallel. Andre ena? Fine. Line by line hogona. They are telling that a transversal is there. Idu transversal aita. Idu ಎರಡು parallel lines ನಾವು prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. But this is a transversal over here. Fine. Yes. Just understand this. This line, whatever AB is there, is a transversal over here. So AD. Fine. Other kuda construction kuda step by step they are telling same. See, a transversal AD intersect two lines PQ and RS at points B and C. Nam gottilla. Innu we are not telling that these two lines whatever we have taken PQ and RS, they are parallel. We are not taken that. Okay, adan now innu condition tagondilla. We are telling that just PQ and RS are lines and AD is a transversal. AD is a transversal which intersects these two lines at point B and C respectively. ಎರಡು points ಗೆ intersect ಆಗತ್ತದ. Okay, just a minute. Yes. Next they are telling that ray B is a bisector of angle PABQ. ಹೌದಾ? Fine. They are telling that whatever ray B is there, ray BE, let it be bisector of the angle ABQ. ABQ. Clear? Andre E add angles enata, these two angles are equal over here. Correct? Also they are telling that CG be the bisector of angle yes BCS. Clear? E riti. Correct? Fine. So next they are telling that we have to prove that both the lines are what? Parallel over here. Eradu lines parallel adavanta namgu prove madak barbeka. Fine. Yes. So it is given that ray B is a bisector of angle ABQ. Correct? Yes or no? Whatever B is there, this B is a bisector of angle what? ABQ. So E add angles same irbeka, half of each other. Correct? So see over here, angle ABE is half of angle ABQ. Name this as equation 1. Simple proof re. Enu illitraga. Fine. Nothing is there in this proof. Give me a minute, students. Yes. So here if you observe, angle ABQ is half of angle ABQ. This is because of the construction. Construction alla already avaru helidare. Corresponding angles are parallel. Fine, bisectors are there, they are telling. Clear? Corresponding angles andre ena? Angle ABQ. Fine, if you want the information. Angle ABQ and angle BCS. Angle BCS are corresponding angles. E corresponding angles here, they are telling that it has a bisector. Correct? So which is nothing but what? B is the bisector and here CG is the bisector for angle B this. Done? Next. ABE is what? ABE is half of ABQ. Similarly BCS is half of BCG. Not really. BCG is half of what? BCS. This is equation 2. Clear? Because they are bisector. CG is the bisector of what? Angle BCS. Now if this is clear, but B is parallel to CG, eradu bisector irodrinda both these lines are what? Parallel alva. Fine, both are parallel over here. So and AD is the transversal. Whatever this AD is there, it is transversal. So therefore we can tell that angle ABE is BCG by corresponding angles theorem. Correct ada? We can tell that. Fine. E ಎರಡು angles ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ ABE is equals to BCG because they are lying on the what? Corresponding angles ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. This is the transversal axis. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಐತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು. Fine. If I give you the diagram in one particular direction, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅದ. This is the transversal we have. Fine. And these are the two bisectors for it. So ಈ ಎರಡು angles ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ students? These are corresponding angles over here and they have to be 90 degree equal ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. 90 degree ಇರಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. It can be just what? They are parallel to each other. Correct? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗೆ tilt ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ. Clear? Little bit if I tilt this also. Parallel ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ both the angles are what now? Yes. Both are what? Corresponding angles over here. Corresponding angles and they have to be what? Equal. So we are telling that whatever our angle AB is there is equals to BCG. Corresponding angles. So from here, if we take that as equation 3, 1, 2 and 3, we get half of angle ABQ is equals to half of angle BCS because reason another ill nodri, we are telling that your ABE is equals to BCH, then you ಎರಡೂ equal ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, half of ABQ is equals to half of BCS and that's what we have got, cancelling the half on both the side. Okay, we can cancel half. So angle ABQ is equals to BCS. If they are corresponding angles formed by transversal AD, PQ and RS are equal. That means what? PQ and RS are what? Parallel to each other. Hence we have got the answer. Artha aita? Simple ada? Fine. So this is one of the example you have over here. So next, let us move on to this. In figure 6.2, AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD. CD is parallel to EF and also EA is perpendicular to AB. If angle BEF is equals to 55 degrees, BEF is 55 degrees, you need to find the values of X, Y and Z. Try ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ. They are telling that whatever B is there over here, E is there over here, this is F. Diagram clear ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. This is your 55 degrees. Okay, this is 55 degrees and this angle they are telling that it is Z. This angle they are telling that it is Y and this angle they are telling that it is x. Idantu ಎರಡು corresponding angles ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. Means angle x will be equals to angle y. Correct? Fine. Angle whatever x is there is equals to angle y over here because they are corresponding angles. ಇಷ್ಟಂತೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 90 degrees ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Fine. This is the angle A. Fine. BAC. Correct? E ada F ada. And here there is a point D. Clear? Now try to do it. Fine. Giving you exactly 1 minute time. Correct ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಫೈನ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. by corresponding angle axiom by corresponding angle axiom. Yes, what do we have students over here? By corresponding angle axiom, your angle angle x is equals to angle y. Howda? Yes or no students? Can I tell like this? Also if you observe over here, this is the ray over here. Idu bandbittu ray adana. Yes or no? For your reference, this is the ray over here we have. Correct? This is the ray, and here we have one angle sum. We can tell it as P. Clear? Nim referencing. Fine. Now also your angle P is equals to 55 degrees because idu kuda enagatava. These are also what? Corresponding angles over here. Hodala? Fine. This is also by what? Same. Also by this corresponding angle axiom. ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್? Because if you understand students, I will take the condition that whatever your angle, yes, idana DC, again I will give this name some E over here. Since ED, okay, E already ada hai na? Yes, E is already there students. I will give some name as G over here. Okay, iduk G anta hesaru kodona. Yes, so since DG is a ray on the straight line, correct? That is nothing but what? B over here, B. Can I tell that? Okay, what can I tell students over here? I can tell that your angle, because they are what? These are what? Alternate angles over here. So angle P plus angle Y is equals to 180 degrees. So angle Y ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ? Angle Y will be 180 degree minus angle P, which is equals to what? 180 minus 55. So 180 minus 55 degrees ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ? How much it is? 185, 125 degrees ಬರ್ತದ. So this is 125 degrees. Clear? First part is done. So from here, if we consider this as equation 1, ಎರಡು angles ಬಂತು ನಮ್ಗೆ. Yes or no? From 1, what do we have? We have angle x is equals to 125 degrees. Fine. So ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ more than half marks ಬಂತು. ಈಗ last you need to find angle z. Clear? Clear? Yes. Now how shall we do this? Angle z is there over here. Z ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, fine, if you understand students, we can tell whatever AB is there, correct? AB is parallel to what? CD, and also students, whatever your CD is there is parallel to EF. So from this, can I tell that your AB is parallel to EF? AB, can I tell that it is parallel to EF students? Correct? So again, can I tell that from this? Fine. So can I tell that your angle BAE plus angle BAE plus angle your AEF is equals to 180 degrees. ಹೌದಾ, because this is also 90 degrees, this is also 90 degrees over here. Fine, ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ ನಾನು? Or they are what? Adjacent angles over here. Adjacent angles ಅದಾವ. So adjacent angles ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we can tell that these are adjacent angles. Clear? So now BAE is nothing but what? 90 degrees. Angle AEF, correct, which is nothing but what? ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ನಾಗ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗದ angle Z plus 55 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. So from here your angle Z will be equals to what? 180 degrees minus 90 andra 45 degrees bartada, 145 degrees. So which is nothing but what? Angle Z is 35 degrees. Did you people understand this? Clear ada? So all the three angles we have evaluated over here. Correct? Angle Y is how much? 125 degrees. Okay, enu confusion? Fine. Did you people understand this? Zero confusion alla il tanka. Next problem. Fine. This one I am giving you as a practice students over here. Fine. Easy ada ida, enu difficulty illa. Fine. Y is to Z in the ratio 3:7 they are telling. Angle X, one the angle X find ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ. Again X, Y, Z are over here. Z ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ you can find this angle. Correct? You can find this angle over here. Okay, hint ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ನಾವು ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ವರ್ಸಲ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್, ಇವು ಎರಡು ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್, ಮೂರು ಆಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಫೈನ್. ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನು 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ದ ಹಿಂಟ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ದಿಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಡನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಏನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ? ಎಸ್. ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಈಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಸಿ ಅದ. ಇದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಫೈನ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ EF is perpendicular to CD ಕಾಣಿಸತ್ತದ and these two are parallel to each other. Okay, they are telling that GED, whatever this complete angle is there students, it is nothing but what? 126 degrees. Correct? ಯಾವ angle find ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ? AGE means this angle, I'll name it as X over here. GEF means this angle, I'll name it as Y over here. And then FGE andra this angle, I'll name it as Z. Okay na? Clear ellarigu? Enu confusion illala? Fine? Yes. Now angle Y plus your angle, clear? Because it is not e angle plus your angle what? FED, angle FED is equals to, we have 126 degrees. So angle Y we have to find. FED ಏನದ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ 90 degrees ಅದ. So no need to worry, you can directly use 90 degrees is equals to 126 degrees. So angle Y will be equals to 126 degree minus 90 degree, which is equals to how much students? Fine, 36 degrees. So angle Y antu banta. Angle Y is nothing but what we have taken GEF. Correct? So angle GEF is equals to 36 degrees. Enu confusion? Fine. Next, remaining angles. ಈಗ X find ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ Z easy ಆಗ್ತದ, ಇಲ್ಲರೆ Z find ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ X easy ಆಗ್ತದ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನಿಮ್ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. See which angle you will use students, which you will use? Clear? E angle. What we can tell about them? Fine. Can we tell this both as angle X and angle Y? Angle X and angle y are adjacent angles, or we can tell them they are alternate angles. Clear? Because ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅದಾವ ಇವ, if you observe this students, this is the line, ಇದೊಂದು parallel line ಅದ. okay, understand this diagram ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ simplify ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. this is one parallel line, this is one parallel line we have, and then we have this, correct? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅದ, we have something like this. So from here we are telling that whatever your angle y is there, correct, x kuda other ರೀತಿ ಅದ, this is x and this is y over here, correct? alternate angles ಆಗ್ತಾವ. so your angle x I can tell it as equals to angle y, which is nothing but what, 126 degrees. done ಅದ, 126 degrees ಬಂತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು. fine. and the last thing over here we have nothing but what, your angle x plus angle z is equals to 180 degrees. so this is 126 degrees plus angle z is equals to 180 degrees. so angle z will be equals to what students over here, 180 minus 126, which is 54 degrees. 54 degrees, correct? this is the answer. clear ada? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಏನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಅದ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿತ್ರಾಗ. ಫೈನ್. 127 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್. ಫೈನ್. ಇದು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಬಂತ ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೈ ಅದ, ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ನೀವು ಹಿಡಿಬೋದ ಈ ರೀತಿ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅವನು ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ವೈ ಬರ್ತದ. Now once you are getting angle y over here, and then you can go for what, sum of all the angles in the triangle is 180 degrees. Our concept. So here also you can practice this homework. Fine. ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನಾ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಕೂಡ. Now coming to the summaries part, in this chapter you have studied the following points. That is nothing but what, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two angles if formed is 180 degree adjacent angles, and the vice versa is also true. If the adjacent angle sum is 180 degree, then it should stand on a straight line. This property is called as what, linear pair axiom. clear ada? yes. next we have students over here, if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. if two lines are intersecting, then the vertically opposite angles are definitely equal. lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೂರು ಪಾಯಿಂಟನ್ನು ನೀವು ಈ ಥರ ಕಲಿತೀರಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 2 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1. ಫೈನ್. 1, 2 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 3. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ exercise 6.1 questions 1, 3 and 4. Correct? You are going to practice exercise 6.1 questions 1, 3 and 4 over here. Done? Yes. So that's it my dear students. Fine. So I hope ಈ ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ನಾಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗದ. ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಹೌ ಯು ಅಪ್ಲೈ LPA, correct, corresponding angle theorem, vertically opposite angle theorem, adjacent pair theorems, correct. So all this try to practice. ಇಷ್ಟ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಾಗ. ಅದೊಂದು ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಐತಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೊಸ ಟಾಪಿಕನ್ನು ನಾವು ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಓದ್ರಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋಣ. ಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್.